Hi everyone, I'm Bagadon at Stock Market Caddy. Hope you had a good, healthy and safe 4th of July. And it's, do I want to say back to work? We love what we do, so it doesn't feel like work. Hopefully it doesn't feel that way for you. It is July 5th and you're looking at what we call the swing machine. And I wanted to share with you my trading plan for the week. Now people talk about having a trading plan, but they never really show you, do they? Do they really show you what their trading plan is? I'm going to show it to you in under 10 minutes because that's all I have on YouTube. By the way, if you're watching through YouTube, you might want to put it on high definition on YouTube. We broadcast to our members when we do our videos. We have our own Zoom service, so it's all high definition. So YouTube isn't the best quality. What we're going to be doing this week is trading 5 markets. It's what we call the 5-5-5 plan. And I'll explain in a moment what those 3 5s stand for. But the 5 markets that we're going to trade will be the ESU 20, the S&P futures, the RTYU 20, the Russell futures, the GCQ 20 gold, the CLQ 20 oil, and also the ECU 20 the euro. We're going to use primarily as a management tool the swing machine. And we're going to attempt to do our best to enter into 1-minute trades in the direction of the 5-minute interval. That is, if the 5-minute is long, I'm only going to take 1-minute trades in the direction of the 5-minute. Or if the 5-minute is in a short trend, we will only take 1-minute entries short in the direction of the 5. So we're trying to go with the dominant trend. Now we have already placed the Zinger strategy onto a 1-minute chart for each one of those 5 markets. And we have a really good written down at our fingertips, and I'm going to show you what I mean by this in a moment, but what the average winning trade is over about a 5-week period, what is the average losing trade, what is the average run down, meaning the drawdown, and what is the average run up, so that we have some good historical information to be able to manage our trades from there. But we're not going to use just the swing machine. In fact, it's not going to be, in all likelihood, our primary entry. It might be. I'm going to reserve that option. But we're also going to use another strategy, and we're going to show that to you right now. By the way, before we leave, if you had entered long the ESU at 730, you'd be up 200. The NQ, 105. The Dow, 205. And the Russell, this has been long, which is really incredible, long since Friday at 1132 is up 1,000. Isn't that beautiful? But let us show you the 5 markets and the charts and the strategy that we're going to employ. Okay, this is our first market. This is actually the Russell, and this is a Kagi chart set to specific settings. And it isn't just the chart, but also the settings that are very, very important. We don't have time now to explain how the Kagi operates, but you can see here tonight the Kagi went long right here. We took that trade and we came out because it is a Sunday night and it paid $420. A beautiful, beautiful little trade. But let me show you what kind of detail we have on this strategy. Let me show you the performance graph. Here is the performance graph over the last 4 to 5 weeks. Beautiful looking equity curve. But what we do is, and I'll do this for each market, is we come in here and I want to know before I get started this strategy, what are the average winning trades? And the average winning trades are $661. What are the average losing trades? 186. Great ratio. What is the average drawdown? 275. What is the average run up? Almost 900. See that there? Those are fantastic ratios. Let's look at the Kagi on oil. And this particular strategy is called the bow tie. Look at this beautiful performance curve over 5 weeks. Now this doesn't ensure that this is what I'm going to do this week. I'll explain in a moment. But we do the same thing for each market. We want to know what is the average winning trade? 340. What is the average losing trade? $95. Not bad. What is the average drawdown? 127. What is the average run up? 407. Beautiful ratios. Let's go to gold. Let's look at the average winning trade. 687. The average losing trade, 180. The average drawdown, 230. The average run up, 770. Okay, fantastic multiples. Okay, and that's what we want to do. Let's look at the euro. Running on the Kagi, the bow tie. The average winning trade is $416. The average losing trade is 121. The average drawdown is 151. The average run up is 520. And then we look at the ES. By the way, did I show you the equity curve here? There's the equity curve over 5 weeks. Beautiful. Let's look at the equity curve here on the ES over 5 weeks. Beautiful equity curve. Trade graphs. We want to know the average winning trade. Holy smokes, look at that. The average winning trade, this is with a 5-point ES. The average is 2,625. The average losing trade is 537. This is a 5-point Kagi. We might knock that down a little bit. Can't really go into detail there, but we might, which could reduce those numbers a little bit. The average drawdown, I think we just looked at that, is 590. And then we want to look at the average run up is 2100. Fantastic. Now, let me show you something. Okay, this is my scorecard for the week. This is the Russell. This is the ES. This is oil. This is GC, gold. This is EC. We're going to be running Kagi charts, bow tie strategy, bow tie, bow tie, bow tie. This is Kagi 2.5, Kagi 5-point, Kagi 6 cent, Kagi 1 point, and a Kagi 0.0005. And I've already had one trade tonight, and it paid out $420. We can take this 0 out of here. We don't need that right now. And let me just save this if you don't mind. Now, I said earlier, we're going to run the 5-5-5 plan. What is the 5-5-5 plan? It's very simple. I am going to trade 5 markets, these 5, over 5 days. And I am planning on trading no more than, this is an extra 5, no more than approximately 5 times each day. In any one or more of these markets, there may be days where I don't trade any of them, or any, I only trade one of them. I don't have to trade them all. And I'm looking to make, over the period of 5 days, $1,000 in each market. Or I'm looking to make $1,000 a day. That is the 5-5-5 plan. 5 markets over 5 days, looking to make $1,000 in each market, or $1,000 a day. So that at the end of the week, I should be somewheres in the vicinity of $5,000 for the week. If I only do half of that at $2,500, I'll be very happy. If I do 5, I'll be very pleased. And if I do more than that, I'll be thrilled. But it's going to be all business. I'm not going to get euphoric. I'm not going to get despair. I'm not going to be impulsive. I'm simply going to execute. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be methodical. The trades, for the most part, will be teed up by the strategy. And for the most part, will be managed by the strategy. When I see a run-up that exceeds the average run-up, in all likelihood, I will take that profit. If I see a run-down or drawdown much larger than the average drawdown or becoming larger, I will probably cut that loss. I'm not going to trade a lot. Ideally, I don't want to trade more than 5 times in a day. And I'm also going to have the advantage of watching the swing machine trade alongside this strategy. So I'll be able to react live, real time. That, folks, is my trading plan for the week. It's very similar to what I do every week. I don't necessarily run the same 5 markets. I don't necessarily run the same 5 strategies. We have other strategies that I'm very, very fond over. The one constant is those intangibles about being patient and being methodical, but I always use the swing machine. And this little wild card is here so that during the week, if there is a market that I can exploit, I reserve the opportunity to do just that. At the end of each day this week, I'll try to, I thought I deleted that. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can delete that 0. Okay. We will, there we go. We will try to update you at the end of each day, and we'll certainly update you at the end of each week. If you like this sort of approach to trading, this sort of approach to the markets, feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to talk with you. My name is Don Marshall. I'm very serious about what we do. We've been doing this a long time. We don't have all the answers. We don't have the Holy Grail. What we have is an approach. What we have are some lessons learned the hard way, and we try to impart and pass on to our members a methodology that we think works. It takes practice. It takes patience. It takes some faith. But we try to help you set yourself up for success, as opposed to trying this, trying that, and trying to execute a big trade on 1 or 2 markets, trying to swing for the fences and hit a home run ball. That isn't going to get it done year in and year out. You may get that big trade, and I hope you do. But you won't have the consistency to trade for a living. And I'm happy to chat with you, and I'm happy to discuss some of the tools that we have and some of the training available for when you want to bring your trading to that professional level. There's a lot of folks out there in the Robinhood, and they're going to be chasing this, and they're going to be chasing that. They're going to go from one moving average to another moving average, to a MACD, to the ADX, to this, to that, to that, to this. And, half of them or more of them will be gone, and there'll be another crop later. Don't fall into that that. That's all I can say. It's like quicksand. Find somebody you trust, and find somebody that can help coach you to deliver. What we will have here at the end of the week will be our total profit divided by our total losses, because yes, we will have losses. And then we will have our net profit, but most importantly, we'll have what we call a profit factor. And if you don't know what your profit factor is, or the person you're following doesn't know what their profit factor is, they don't have to tell you how much money they make. It isn't about how much money they make. It's not about how many wins, hit ratio. It's not even about that. It's about that profit factor. And if they can't tell you what their profit factor is, or they can't tell you what it is, or they can't tell you what their trading plan is for the week, then you might want to rethink and find a mentor. With that, we're going to say goodnight. Good luck to you all this week, and you're welcome to call us anytime, including this evening, but any day during the week. Doesn't have to be during business hours. 813-758-8263. Our trading is underway, and we'd love to be able to chat with you. Good luck, everybody.